Are you Team MI or Team OnePlus? It doesn't matter, they're just phones. But what matters is your money and why they should go the right way. So let me help you with my uber, super cool, brainy skills which are mostly worthless. Hey everyone, Mukul here. So in India at least there is no option for MI 10 Pro and just the MI 10 variant launched. Also, it is 10,000 rupees or $130 more than the OnePlus 8 here. It kind of directly tries to compete with OnePlus 8 Pro and not the OnePlus 8. And it does that quite decently but not exceptionally well. So the OnePlus 8 Pro costs 5,000 rupees or $65 more than the MI 10 in India. MI has carefully made sure to not launch their Pro version, which would definitely cost way more than OnePlus 8 Pro when you see their international market prices. And MI definitely knows that being in that range isn't going to help them at all in the sales. Both the phones have same processor, so same performance, but the MI UI might have instances of feeling less snappier than the OnePlus 8 Pro's almost stock UI. Well, that's exactly how they both roll. The looks and design likings are totally subjective, so why should I waste your time in discussing something which is of your own taste? There are stereo speakers on both of them, and till someone actually compares them well on their videos during the lockdown, we're gonna take a guess and assume they more or less sound the same. And if they don't make me feel guilty later. The OnePlus has a 12GB RAM variant on it, but MI sticks to the 8GB variant at most. Anyway, who has ever figured out to use that much RAM in practical phone usage? And if you have figured out, then do give me a call, that would be interesting content. And don't just make the Chrome browser open and open at least 500 tabs in it, that doesn't count. The screen sizes of both are almost the same and they both have AMOLED panels on them. But the MI1 can only go up to 90Hz, whereas the OnePlus 8 Pro reaches 120Hz. Which is insane, but I don't want to care much about the 30Hz difference it has, as it will naturally hog more battery. But the OnePlus has more resolution on the screen too, which is again a more battery hogger. And not that we are talking about batteries here, I feel they would have almost the same battery backup too, or the OnePlus just falling a little short with its high resolution screen, which you might run always at 120Hz. Both of them come with a 30-watt charger inside the box and will charge at almost the same speeds, and both of them also support wireless charging and 30-watt too. But here's how things differentiate to some extent. MI's 30-watt wireless charger can cost you just 2,000 rupees, which is just $25 if you pre-book it right now. And on the other hand, the OnePlus 30-watt charger costs almost twice of that, which is just, spending 4,000 rupees more after buying a 55,000 rupees phone doesn't make much sense to me personally. Also, MI does reverse charging supposedly at 30 watt too. So if you love sharing your MAHs around that too fast, this is the time you have been waiting for all your life. MI has one unique feature on it which it just loves, and many users who know its usage can really live normally without it. And that is having an IR blaster. Control your TV, AC and whatnot with the phone easily when you can't find the remotes which came with those devices in the first place and you keep losing them for some reason. So pew pew for the IR blaster. There are no IP ratings on the MI 10, which just means they saved more money here definitely. But because your warranty gets void anyway when the water enters your device, and because you are gonna spend a ton of money during lockdown on these phones, just avoid taking them in the bathtubs anyway. Well, the crux of the camera is the MI 10 is going to click just marginally better pictures from its main rear camera. The few comparisons I have seen so far does really prove that on paper too, the specs of MI look better than the OnePlus 8 Pro. The 108 megapixel sensor just doesn't hold more details in the picture, but it also has a larger sensor than the OnePlus 8 Pro, so expect better low light shots too in most of the scenarios. However, for the ultra wide, I'm guessing the OnePlus 8 Pro will definitely take better picture as it uses its last gen primary sensor as ultra wide on this latest gen model of OnePlus 8, which is OnePlus 8 Pro. Other secondary sensors, like there is no telephoto on the MI 10 and there is no macro on the OnePlus 8 Pro. But I personally feel these macros and depth sensors are just a waste of space and money when it comes to just marketing these things as if the phones have many cameras and they are supposed to take better pictures, so there's that. Mi 10 also can't take ultra wide with night mode enabled too, and I hope in the future they will fix with a software update. And the saddest of this all is that there is no video stabilization on the front camera of the Mi. But that also means that the front camera will record a wider view than the OnePlus 8 Pro. Because there is no stabilization, there is no crop footage. But people generally prefer a stable life. Such an ironic statement during the lockdown. For selfie shots, the Mi tends to retain more details on its picture though. So really, both the phones are quite balanced to each other except for their pricing, especially in India. You save 5,000 rupees on the Mi and mostly just don't get the telephoto and a higher resolution screen. But here, because the OnePlus 8 Pro launched at a very reduced price, especially when compared to the international market, I think Xiaomi had to make a choice and make sure they launch cheaper phone and just ignore the word Pro on their flagship models, which is generally they are trying to sell throughout the globe. But what you get with Mi, which you might not like, is MIUI. If you're a fan of stock UI which the OnePlus offers, you might not like the transition to MIUI, which can feel a little heavy and sometimes throw weird promotional messages at your face, which they are saying that they won't be doing so with these flagship phones, but only time can tell that actually, and my name is not Time and neither is yours. So the UI itself just categorizes these phones for most of the people. Seeing the other comparable factors are pretty close, and if you can happily live with the MIUI, my suggestion would be to save some money and get that wireless charger too with the phone. And especially after some savings with the card deals which are supposedly going on, you can also save some more money on the Mi phone. And then some would say that you can do the same with OnePlus 8 Pro. I agree. Wireless chargers are a great piece of convenience. You pick up your phone and place them back on the station instead of placing them anywhere else or putting in the efforts of plugging in or out the cable. So if the Mi 10 Pro was here in India and if it costed more than the OnePlus 8 Pro, even by a small margin, then it might have faced serious troubles beating them in sales. They are aware of the kind of consumer category they mostly sell at, and producing a phone which costs even more than OnePlus 8 Pro or equivalent to the Samsung, this would have put their efforts in vain. I mean, it has happened in the past too. People love spending for Samsungs because of the brand, and the same story follows with the OnePlus. Generally in India, Mi has a good reputation with its more budget cheaper phones. Even when I'm pretty sure the main Mi rear camera is better than OnePlus 8 Pro's main camera, that reason alone won't be sufficient to convince the consumers. But to be honest, by not launching the Mi 10 Pro, Mi might have just made its own life easier here. Also, what I observed last year OnePlus do is that they offered a whole year of extended warranty for free for many of its OnePlus users, which is just crazy, and it might just tell you how OnePlus feels strongly about their phones and their reliability. So that extra money might just go in the right place if they repeat it this year too. So make the right decision, but do let me know what you guys think. Which phone is really going to do better than the other one here? I will post their links in the description below. Do hit a like and sub if you like the video. Stay indoors, stay safe, Meowbot out.